Hello, this is my video on betrayal, and I will be using the psychoanalytic theory along with a tiny bit of new criticism. And so these are my three main topics on psychoanalytic theory. They're going to be awkwardness, diversions, and the stereotypical romantic pursuit. All right, so my first topic is going to be awkwardness, and this is just a picture that I thought looked like a kind of awkward conversation, which is a very large theme throughout the book. There are many awkward conversations between Jerry, and Emma, and Robert and Jerry, especially those two groups. And so Harold Pinter, this is where the new criticism comes in a little bit. Harold Pinter does a fantastic job of making these awkward conversations seem really real to us, especially with his pauses in between many of his dialogues. And it makes us feel feel how awkward they're feeling, feel that they don't really want to continue, they don't know what to say to continue the conversation, and so they're stuck in an uncomfortable, awkward silence in this pause. And my second ties in a little bit with that. It's the diversion. So Pinter also uses diversions to make us relate to these conversations, because this is what we do as well a lot in our heads. So we try to divert the conversation when we feel uncomfortable or awkward, when a conversation gets too deep or it gets too hard to bear. And so Pinter uses a fantastic examples of this in especially the first scene, where Emma and Jerry are just seeing each other again for the first time in a long time, and they want to get into the harder hitting stuff, like their relationship and like what to do now, but they keep on diverting what they start to say something that will lead into the harder conversation, but then they roll it back and they ask a question about their kids or their spouse. And so he uses this to make the conversation feel more real. And my third topic is the romantic pursuit. And so Betrayal shows this kind of in a backwards way, not conceptually, but chronologically, because the play is backwards. So we see in the final scene Jerry aggressively trying to woo Emma, and we see her not respond. We see her try to get away from him, and especially when Robert comes in the room. And so, but in the scene before it, which chronologically comes after, they have an affair. Like, the affair has started. So we don't really see how it happens, but we can assume, because of the stereotype that has been drilled into our heads from modern media and all these TV shows and movies like When Harry Met Sally, where the man has to go through, or the man goes through all these hoops and tries really hard for a long time to get the woman to like him, and eventually there's a turning point that makes the woman like him. And we don't actually see that turning point in Betrayal, but we see him trying really hard and then getting to the end point at later chronologically, but earlier in the actual play. And so that is all I have for the psychoanalytic look at Betrayal. Thank you.